Ah, there's some. Alright, well, I'm gonna try and shoot a couple. Oh, this weapon. This weapon is fantastic. It's basically like a... I don't know, it feels like an RPD, but... better? Hello reformers and welcome back to Freeman. Now before we get started, I just want to let you know that there's a sale on Freeman right now, this game that you're seeing right in front of you, on chrono.gg, and if you take a look in the description you'll see a link that you can click and that will take you right to the page that you need to know about. And basically, it is the best ever price that the game has ever been discounted. I think it's 35% off or something along those lines. And, well, if you haven't already picked this game up, then this might be the best time to do it. Anyway, we are now going to deploy and escort our VIP. Now, do bear in mind, I don't actually have any night vision, but you can see here that I do have basically what looks like some kind of laser rifle. It looks very, very stylish. This is the first time I have ever used this kind of weapon, so it's going to be pretty fun to see how it performs in combat. I'm going to switch to single shot. Don't really want to be spraying and praying too much, even though I am praying most of the time. Haha. Yes. Going to make sure that we hit those bullets. Yes. Okay, so what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and kind of like sneak up to them a little bit. And yeah, I'm a bit worried about it, to be honest, because obviously we don't really have the height advantage here, but that has been proven in many cases to not be that important, because as soon as the AI shows themselves, you know, as soon as they pop their heads up above whatever ridge that we might be climbing, that is when our allies decide to, oh yes, headshot. So that is definitely a thing that we need to be checking out here. Now what I'm going to do is going to be a bit sneaky. I think I do have a little bit of camouflage skill at the moment. Well, camouflage stat, should I say. And so I think we might have a good chance of not being seen. But, well, yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, it depends. Does the AI have night vision goggles? I don't really know. But I suppose we'll find out very, very soon. I mean, it's not even that dark, to be honest. So we should be absolutely fine. But I'm very interested to see how this weapon performs. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm literally going to probably run into them point blank. Ah, there they are. Do you see them? Oh yes, they're right there. They're patrolling around. I'm going to have to move these guys into position behind me, because I'm a bit worried about being by myself all the way over there. That is probably not the best idea, is it? Okay, so, should I open fire here? Probably not. Let's wait until our forces catch up a little bit. Or never mind. Apparently they're doing their best to... Whoa! Okay, this is a pretty cool weapon. It literally has a very high muzzle velocity, which is of course going to equal less travel distance for the bullets that we are firing. And that is obviously going to mean better kill potential. As you can see, wow, look at that. That is pretty crazy. And we have a 30 bullet clip as well. Well, I know many of you have said to me, 30 bullet clip? It's not a clip, it's a magazine. Well, I call them clips for some reason, I don't know why. But anyway, we're gonna continue the slaughter. Wait a minute. What is going on over here? Ah, there's a couple over there. Wow, this weapon is really very impressive, and it kind of feels sturdy, you know? It's a bit weird, because usually when you're playing a game, you're not feeling the weapon or, you know, any equipment that you're using, but it feels satisfying to use because it has a pretty awesome sound attached to it as well. It's a satisfying sound to shoot, and I think that's basically half the battle when it comes to first-person shooters, because you want the weapons to sound satisfying, and I think the developers have done a good job in that regard, because when you're shooting a weapon, you don't want it to sound like a pea shooter, do you? You don't want it to be like pew 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 pew, unless you're playing, you know, Dead Space and you're using the pew pew gun or whatever. But yeah, the foam finger, you know, the foam finger? I don't know whether you know that, but anyway, point is, a little bit of an Easter egg. And yeah, I think that's really, really cool to actually see that the weapons, all of them in actual fact, because most of the weapons I've seen have been satisfying to use in Freeman, but obviously it's just nice to see that there's a bunch of consistency in that regard as well. Okay, I'm gonna sneak up on these guys apparently and do a bunch of damage to them, and I am being shot now, so I probably want to extract myself from the situation a little bit. I think I'm gonna reload. Okay, I've got a bunch of armor, which is of course helping me a lot. There's a lot of enemies right in front of me here, and I am technically flanking them pretty well. But obviously, oh no. Ooh, okay, that was good. That was pretty good. That's making things a little bit easier for me to survive. There's only 10 enemies remaining. Okay. Don't shoot me again, please. I would very much appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna heal myself. I've got 3 med kits. Why not? Let's make use of them a little bit. That was pretty impressive. Okay, so these guys are hiding in the grass, as you can see, and it's probably not a, or as we can't see, because yeah, they're hiding. So they really did lure me into that trap pretty nicely. Okay, I'm gonna try and see if I can find the last guy. Is he? Where is he? I see it. Ah, there he is. Get him. There we go. Alright, so I think we're good. I think we are actually good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to tell all of our guys to move ahead with a charge, and that should be good night to the opponent. Yep. Definitely. Very nice. Alright, so we're going to tell Beauty to go back because she is the only one that has an injured squad mate. And then we're going to get our VIP to come in and then get extracted. Alright, there it is. Only 2 friendly casualties, if you don't count the huge amount of HP that I lost, obviously. And we were able to get 16 kills. 16! Wow. That is pretty crazy. I was actually not expecting to get that many kills, but obviously with the newly improved weapon that we have, well, it seems a little bit easier to get some kills now, because beforehand we had a KA-13, this weapon right here, and, well, it's not even that bad. You know, it's a pretty good starter weapon, because, I mean, considering you start with a pistol of some kind, it is kind of nice to have something a little bit better in the form of a rifle. Anyway, there's 12,000 credits that we have now, and are we going to be gaining the 4,000 now, or have we already gained that? I think we've already gained that. Yes, we've already gained that, because the escort missions, in my opinion, are the best way of gaining money, and maybe even experience as well, because it's kind of a mission that you don't really need to worry about too much, because you kind of know where the enemies are, and while, you know, in a normal battle you're going to know where the enemies are coming from, you don't exactly know where they actually are, whereas with the extraction point you kind of know where they're patrolling, so it's a little bit easier. Anyway, what we're going to do here is I'm going to spec into commanding and another point in instructor. I'm going to go for a little bit more heavy in intelligence for another couple of levels, maybe until 12 intelligence or something like that. And then we're going to continue to level up our dexterity, because I have found that using rifle expert and steady shot early on has improved the significance of my accuracy. And I'm not even talking about my own player ability, I'm talking about the character's ability to actually aim and shoot. So I think that's pretty good. Anyway, we're going to go into the merchant right here. I'm going to just sell this revolver, and well, shall we buy some food? Do I need some? No, I've got 1,500. I don't really think I need some food, thank you very much. But what I am going to do is, thanks to some of you in the comments for recommending that I go for some FCA recruits, because last time I took these guys, they were, shall we say, not exactly great. So, you know, according to some of you, they've been buffed. They've been buffed, and they're actually a lot better than they used to be. So I'm going to take some for science. Yes, for science, and we're going to see how good they actually are. Anyway, let's go into the weapon here, and ooh, there's another one of our wonderful weapons that we have Ooh, that is really fantastic. I'm actually wondering whether I should get this for Beauty or Goblin. Might be an idea. I mean, there is an RPG here, but it's so expensive. Yeah, I don't exactly know. Oh, yes, by the way, I think this, also according to one of you in the comments, is an anti-vehicle weapon. So for those of you that are wishing for vehicles to be added to the game, which I have no idea if it's actually possible. I would assume it probably is. But obviously, this is in early access, and if you have a suggestion that you want to give, you can easily just go to the Steam forums and, you know, make your suggestion, whatever it may be. Anyway, I think we're probably not going to buy this just yet, even though I may want to, because what I'd like to do instead is actually get our companions some better armor, because maybe that is going to... That's the thing, they're not actually taking that much damage. Should I just take the plunge? Let's just take the plunge. Let's buy this weapon, and I'm going to sell the KA-13 just to minimize the impact of it, because it was pretty expensive. And let's go to our inventory, and who are we going to give this to? Because they both basically use the exact same weapon now. I don't know, I think Beauty is a little... Wait a minute, let's actually just take a look at their stats. Where are their stats now? I'm not used to having companions. Alright, so it seems to me... Okay, so Beauty is good at using small arms, in other words, pistols, SMGs, and shotguns, and not so much rifles. Ah, Goblin is much better at using rifles. Alright. He's also good at using heavy weapons. Interesting. Okay, so if we did want to give him an RPG or something along those lines, then that would be the way to go. Alright, so now he's going to be using that, and I expect you, Goblin, talking to him now, I expect you to get a huge amount of kills, now that you have the weapon that I'm using, which is... well, frankly, amazing. It's really good. Alright, so we do have a bunch of looters over in this direction, but I think we might want to attack someone nearby. These guys right here. Bear in mind, I still don't have night vision goggles, so if we're going to be fighting in the nighttime, it might be a little bit difficult to see, but I'm hopeful that I won't be able to, you know, take too much damage. Ooh! Okay, I forgot to actually recuperate Beauty's squad. That's actually not even that big a deal, I don't think, because there's only 22 of the enemies, and we do have an additional squad slot now thanks to our improved commanding skill. So let's put these FCA recruits in, and we'll put Goblin and Beauty in as well, and we'll just put the 2 mercenaries, why not? Okay, so as you can see, our opponents are coming from this direction here. So what do we want to do? Well, I think it would probably be a good idea to catch them in the open. So I'm going to try and make a beeline for this sort of tree area here, and maybe that is going to give us enough cover to deal the decisive blow that we need for our ambush. And I'm a bit worried about it, to be honest. I mean, maybe we want to go over there a little bit? Nah, I don't really want to split my forces too much. Maybe we could tell some people to go over in this direction. But even so, it's kind of... it's probably not the best idea. Let's just tell them to go over there, just in case. Just in case the opponent decide, hey, maybe we should go over to that building there and, you know, see if we can... oh, well, I guess take some cover or something along those lines. So, yeah, we're going to see if that actually works. Because they, I think, the enemy has spawned pretty close by to this. Yeah, as you can see, they are already firing. They are already firing. Okay, so where are the opponents? I don't see them. Are they actually in the building already? They are! They're already in the building. That's crazy. Alright, well, I guess it's a pretty decent idea that I decided to try and clear this out then. If there were any enemies here, I actually didn't expect them to be here. Ow, that hurt. Well, not me, but that hurt one of our FCA guards. He's certainly not very happy with me now. Well, he's dead, so I suppose he can't really be happy with me anyway, but still. Alright, I'm being a little bit too overzealous here, I gotta say, so I think I'm gonna try and be a little bit more cautious, but I do have to be a bit careful because these guys are coming around the side here. I'm hopeful that our fellows will be able to actually kind of support us. I actually don't know what they're doing right now. They seem to be a bit lazy. I'm not entirely sure why. Let's try and whip them into shape, shall we? So get over there. I actually don't know what Goblin and Beauty are doing, but I can jump through these windows at the moment. Ah, there's some. Alright, well, I'm going to try and shoot a couple. Oh, this weapon. This weapon is fantastic. It's basically like a... I don't know, it feels like an RPD, but better? Yeah, it just seems to be doing about the same amount of damage, but with better accuracy, which is pretty crazy. Wow. Well, if you're not using one of these, then I'd highly recommend checking one out, because they're not even that expensive. They're only about 5,000. So if you do an escort mission and then just one battle, one regular battle, and just happen to get like a revolver or maybe a rifle as loot, you're going to have enough to purchase one of these, and then you're going to be in for some hilarious fun, because literally, do you see that? I can just point and shoot and they just go down like a sack of potatoes. I don't know why I came up with that analogy, but yes, anyway. There we go. Well, there's only 5 remaining. I suppose it would be a good idea for us to select all of our squads once again and tell them to charge. Let's do this. There's only 4 of them remaining. Beauty's killing things. Even though she doesn't have the upgraded weapon, I don't know how many kills Goblin has. So we're going to take a look at his experience gain after this and see whether he actually was able to get any kills. Beauty was now injured. Goblin did actually kill someone, so that's good. But yeah, obviously Beauty went down, but that's okay because she'll get right back up. She's an absolute beast. Anyway, there you go. We did actually kill 10 of them ourselves, and there's a rifle and a little bit of extra credits right there, and I'm pretty good to leave the rest of the loot. Awesome. Very nice. Alright, so I actually am not leveling up that fast. As you can see here, I actually... Well, I'm level 10. I'm level 10. I guess I did just level up, so maybe I'm being a little bit spoiled. Yes, probably. Anyway, we're going to wait until the next day when it's actually a little bit lighter, and then we're going to see maybe if we can do another escort mission, or maybe we can fight some bigger party of bandits. Maybe even some from the Brotherhood. Alright, so I couldn't find any Brotherhood bandits that were kind of, shall we say, appetizing, but I instead found these guys, and they have quite a few armored marauder squads, and so I'm a little bit worried about this. Suffice it to say, I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should use the airstrike almost immediately, but that's probably not going to result in too many kills, if any, because the opponent is obviously going to be moving from their main spawn location, and, well, the airstrike's probably going to be a bit too late. So let's see if my formation is decent enough to repel these armored marauders. Now, the main reason why I'm going after armored marauders, of course, is because most of our units can use the experience, and if they're able to kill these armored marauders, they're going to get a huge amount of experience per kill in comparison to fighting looters, or whatever the case may be. But obviously, looters, they give about, what is it now, 240, isn't it? Or 280 or something along those lines? And so if they... I mean, I suppose it's okay. I mean, if you're able to kill many looters in comparison to armored marauders, but you can see here, look at that, we're picking them off. We're picking them off pretty nicely right now. I'm just hoping that Goblin is actually going to get a couple of kills, and that reminds me, I actually did not take a look and see whether he gained any experience in the previous battle. He did actually get 1 kill, of course, but I wondered whether he got any more than that. So maybe he'll be able to get some more, maybe not, maybe yes. But what I do know is that the enemy is getting cut down like no one's business. And so, yeah... That's a pretty easy victory by the looks of things, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, maybe we should just charge straight on in there once again. I mean, there's only 7 of them. Let's do it. Why not? Let's go for it. I mean, I don't think we're gonna lose, even if we do charge in right now. I don't think we're gonna lose this battle. Oh yes, by the way, I should probably mention that Lubny, which is the nearby Brotherhood town, I'm actually pretty close by to it, because as I say, I was looking for Brotherhood guys to fight. But anyway, point is, Lubny is currently under siege by some ARF guys, as far as I'm aware, and there's only 32 remaining in the garrison. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe what we should do is wait until that particular battle is over and then take it from the Brotherhood and create our own faction that way. That's gonna be really, really difficult in my opinion, because the ARF guys, they attacked with about 53 units, and I think the Brotherhood had about 42 in the garrison there at the time, and the 53 were eliminated pretty quickly, actually, and the Brotherhood only lost 10 units, so I'm a bit worried about doing that, to be honest. Anyway, let's have a look and see where... Ah, there they go. I think there's the remaining... It's just one? Why is there only one there? Oh, there's a couple. There's a couple there, alright. Well, that's weird. Where's the last three guys? Oh dear. It seems they like to spread out quite a bit, don't they? Maybe I can spot them or something. Alright, so the last three enemies just so happen to be all the way over here. How did they get over there? I have no idea. But anyway, now is a better time to join playing Freeman than ever before because of Chrono GG and their wonderful sale. So if you'd like to check that out, there is a link in the description and in a pinned comment down below. And so that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.